Hi, everybody. Welcome to the next Your Next Level Mastermind. This is episode number 116. And our topic for today is, what's your number one priority right now? Now, that's deliberately vague, by the way. You could be talking about your personal or your business or whatever you feel, whatever is a priority for you right now, okay? I mean, in the case of John Allen, I know his priority is trying to find somewhere to live. So, for example. Anyway, so for those people who are watching on the replay, I'd like you very much to make sure that you check out the links for these people that you'll find on the YouTube replay. I want you to reach out to them. I want you to talk to them. I don't want you just to check them out. I want you to actually make a time to go and speak with them. These people give up their time and their expertise to actually share their thoughts about not just their business, but the topic of the day and whatever else comes up. And I think you will find that they will be the sort of people that you would really resonate with. It doesn't matter what your business structure is. These people have connections that you don't have. These people know things that you don't know. So do me a favor, make sure you reach out to them, connect with them and talk with them. And I think you'll find you'll have a memorable experience because they are all very good at what they do. Okay, so without any further ado, John, I'm going to start with you because you're the co-host, and just in case I disappear, I'll start with you, John, followed by Joy Healy. Over to you, John.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, depending on where you are in this beautiful world of ours. I'm John Allen of Allen Small Business Coaching. What I do is I help people concentrate on the loss of revenue. And by that, I mean, when they're sponsoring people or trying to register people into their business, if they got so many leads, it's rather than, say you got 2 out of 10, rather than saying, wow, you're leaving 8 on the table. So if, for example, your program was $1,000 a month, you got 2, that's $2,000 a month. That's a good deal. But if you look at the other side, the 8 you missed, that's $8,000 a month or $96,000 a year. That's a lot of money. Now, will you get all 8? No. But if you got 2 more or 4 more of those, you doubled or tripled your business with no additional expense. That's what I help people with. Thanks, Peter.
Thanks, John. And not only do you double your business, you do it probably within the same time frame when you think about it, just working a bit smarter, right?
Correct.
Okay. Thanks, John. Joy Healy, followed by Pat Dreyer.
Hello, I'm Joy Healy from Norwich in the United Kingdom. I help the over 50s to supplement their income with an online business if they discover that they haven't made good income plans for a retirement that they can enjoy. What I recommend is to have multiple streams of income so that if there's a problem with one, the others will continue. And eventually you can reach the situation where commissions drip in from many different places. My main program shows me how to implement this, my main training program, and you'll find some of my income streams on the link in the chat. Thanks, Peter.
Thank you, Joy. And I'm so pleased to hear that your income streams are progressing well. I'm really delighted and excited for you. Well done, Joy. Well done.
Yep.
Pat Dreyer, followed by Fred Gillen.
Well, thank you, Peter. Hey, everybody. This is Pat Dreyer from Phoenix, Arizona in the U.S. out here. And I'm in network marketing with my daily choice. And network marketing is, without a doubt, the best way to start a home business, attain freedom, and own your life. Now, I don't know many businesses where you can get in for free, you can get trained for free, and receive all the necessary tools to make a 6-figure income in your first year. Excuse me. Not used to this, Peter. I've been gone for 30 days, So what do? I show people how to make money, and I show them how using network marketing as that vehicle, because it's really just a business in a box, right? Now, there's 3 simple steps that you need to take. And once you learn these skills, you'll never have to work for someone else ever again. And the only thing required is desire and commitment. Like anything else, you got to want to do it. And now, if you're interested in this, I can get you some information. So thank you, Peter. Appreciate it. Good to be back.
Thank you, Pat. Good to have you back, my man. Fred Gillen, followed by Carol Davies.
Yeah, thanks, Peter. Hi, guys. I'm Fred Gillen. I run a digital agency from my home office in Melbourne, Australia, and it's called More Marketing Ideas. And what do I do? Well, that's actually what I do. I give businesses more marketing ideas because everybody needs more marketing ideas. And no matter what business you're in, I can help you find those more marketing ideas. And all you need to do is reach out to me at More Marketing Ideas. So, we want a strategy call to find out what more marketing ideas you need. Just go to moremarketingideas.com or Fred Gillen at moremarketingideas.com, and just remember that name. It's More Marketing Ideas, and I give you more marketing ideas. And that's me, Fred Gillen at More Marketing Ideas.
I love it.
Ah, Fred, well done, mate. Well done. Message received loud and clear. And for those who are watching on the replay and you want more marketing ideas, he's the man to go and talk to for sure. Carol Davies, followed by Mark Enster.
Good morning. I'm Carol Davies. I'm based in London, Ontario, Canada, not very far from our dear friend John Allen, who is going to be, I think, picking up sticks and moving around for a bit there. My company is called Passion Motivator Coaching, and I love working with mid-career women who are at a standstill sort of in their career or business and who don't really know what they want to do. They feel stressed, overwhelmed. And together we find out what really excites them in life, what they want to do. And in many cases, I've found that they want to start their own business. They don't know what to do. They've been in, maybe professional and corporate world for a long time. So together we figure out, well, where do you really want to go? What really fires them up? You want to get out of bed and go, not just to a job, but it's part of your life. So what part of your life isn't working? If it's your career, I'm really looking forward to talking with you. And I've done it myself. I worked for a long, long time for a huge corporation in the United Nations. And one day I thought, okay, this isn't working. So I got myself trained as a coach, and I've loved it ever since. And that's what I want to see for especially mid-career women. There's more to life than just getting up and being on the treadmill. So if you're feeling like not quite sure where to go, look me up, give me a call. My details will be in the chat, and I'd love to hear from you.
Thanks, Carol. Let me just get this right so I understand. You're talking about mid-career women, but they're mid-career women in the corporate sector who actually want to start a business for the first time. Is that right? Do I understand that correctly?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So for those who are watching, if you are in the corporate world, ladies, in mid-career, and you think there's something better in this world, you haven't found it yet, reach out to Carol. Okay, thank you, Carol. Mark Youngstar, followed by Glenda Kroll.
Yeah, I'm from New Zealand, and I'm a wealth making opportunities educator and founder of the Strangers Group, which is a social enterprise for the strangers community, a not-for-profit. And I'm into teaching residual income streams as well, and helping entrepreneurs get up and running. We have the Strangers Educational Academy, which we've got our coaching and training programs, and the charity Strangers Community is very, we're looking to create entrepreneurs. We teach financial knowledge, life knowledge, health knowledge, and we introducing people into the health and wellness industry as well, and creating our own coaches around this too, with teaching them how to be better sellers and that. So that's what we're working on at the moment. Yeah, thanks.
Thanks, Mark. Make sure you got your details in the chat there, because for those people who are wanting to reach out to you, especially, I know Mark has done a lot of work behind the scenes in terms of this strangers community, and it's a fantastic mission. So for those who have any sort of mission focus in their life and they would like to contribute or find out more about that, reach out to Mark. Okay. He's got a whole lot of stuff there available, but you might find it a pleasant conversation as well. So thank you very much, Mark.
Oh, thanks, Peter.
Okay, Glenda Kroll, lovely to see you, by the way.
Thank you, Peter. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Perfect. Hi, my name is Glenda Kroll, and I live in Toronto, Canada, but I work worldwide, and I am an empowerment and reinvention specialist. I guide individuals 50 and beyond to unlock their full potential and build a resilient future. And that is whether it is their mindset, their health set, or building an online business. Everything comes from just unlocking and finding what it is that really makes you tick. And what I say to everybody, come and glide with Glenda. Life is about gliding through and just letting it go. Thank you.
I like that, letting it go. Yes, well done. And Glenda, I think you and Carol Davies should connect with each other and have a chat. I think you might find a mutually good opportunity there, because you do very similar things, and I think you can collaborate pretty well. So food for thought.
Absolutely. Thank you.
And thank you, Glenda, as well. I left you to last, Santa, because you're too hard to
Of
follow.
course. It's
Okay,
okay.
Anthony
I
Pastelli, better
enjoy.
known as Santa Claus. Over to you.
Well, thank you, thank you. It's so good to be here. Oh, I'm located here in St. Augustine, Florida, because Santa can't stay at the North Pole all year round. He needs to get a little bit of warmth to warm the bones. So what I'm doing today is I'm looking for individuals and families and whatever who would love to have visits with Santa all year round. Christmas should be something that's viewed, that should be enjoyed every single day. The spirit of Christmas lives in each and every single one of us. That shining spark that makes us all unique, every one of us. So who do you know that would love a visit from Santa? And the way I'm coordinating these visits all year round is via Zoom. A 15 or 20, 30-minute Zoom session with Santa, in the privacy of and the comfort of your own home. So who do you know that has a youngster, a niece, a nephew, or grandchild that could use a mid-year check-in, a birthday greeting, or even a special message from Santa? And it doesn't even have to be that way. I mean, I can work with coworkers and employees. Hey, great sales job this month. Oh, you make Santa so proud. Oh, I tell you, it's wonderful. It's so wonderful to spread the joy of Christmas and the spirit that we all have, and to get that spark started again. And as far as the people that I work with kids from 1 to 92, and even older if they're older. So, and another thing that I love to do, I love to help people get together. I had the experience of bringing a couple of couples together to spend the rest of their lives together, and help that nervous groom-to-be, help him pop the question or enhance the situation because she loved Santa so much. So it's just so wonderful to help people get together. I just love people so much, and to share in that special moment. It just makes me shine even more. And if I can help you shine even more, just give me a call. Reach out to me. All my contact information is going to be in the chat box.
Thank you very much, Anthony. Santa Claus. Thank you very much indeed. Before we get on to the topic, I've got some apologies here. Penny Kennedy, who can't make it. She's hoping to make it next week. Lisa McClellan, Sherry Bennett, she'll be definitely here next week. Bonnie Rose, Yvonne Jones, I think is in Jamaica right now. I'm not sure whether she's got internet connection issues. I mean, if she does, I can certainly resonate with that. I'm still here, by the way. I mean, I'm pretty pleased with that. Janet Pacelli, always is pretty supportive when she can't make it. When she can, she does. Brenda Sheldrake sent a message saying she's got internet connection problems as well. And Pat Kern. I'm not sure where Pat is right now. Maybe he's back home. Do you know that, Pat? Pat, right?
I do, yes. You're absolutely correct. He called me yesterday.
Right. So
He
he's
is
home and he's safe and he's got his bike with him. And okay, so we'll catch up to him in the near future. All right, before we get on to the topic itself, I just want to let you know, first of all, I want to say thank you to everybody for your nice wishes for my 78th birthday, my God. Right. And And I was woken up in the morning with this in my face, right? My granddaughter was very proud that she now had used how to calculate the calculator. And she said, Grandpa, do you know today you've been living for 28,470 days?
Oh my
She
God.
And I said, say that again. She said, 28,470 days. Wow. Can you go another 28,000? I said, oh, I don't think so. Anyway, that scared the living pants off me when I saw that. But thank you for that. This is in the side. All right. Our topic for the day is, what's your number one priority right now? Mine is to keep away from my granddaughter at the moment because she's really got me under the hammer. Okay. What's your number one priority right now? Underneath the screen there, you'll see a reactions button. Click the raise your hand thing, and I'll take you in the order that you've raised your hand. And surprise, surprise, John Allen, you're not first this time. Pat Dreyer is. Okay, so Pat, what's your number one priority right now?
Well, I'd say grandkids, because they are the best, aren't they? But
Yeah.
we just spent the last 30 days on a road trip, and we took 6,000 miles plus, went down through the southern part of the United States up to the middle and back home. And halfway through, we picked up the grandkids, and they came with us on the rest of it. And we just had a blast. We spent our time visiting with friends and family, and it was just an amazing trip. And it was also very eye-opening, Peter. So many people that are living paycheck to paycheck, and my number one priority is getting back to what I've been doing before, and that is spending more time helping others get what they want. And I'm going to be sharing personal development with them and showing people how to make money. And that's my number one priority now. They need it. They know they need it. They just don't know where to find it.
You know, that's interesting you say that, but over the last few weeks, I've been driving around in the new car, right? I've been driving around, checking out what I thought I knew the area around our village. And there are people, honestly, living in absolute poverty around here. I mean, it's really very sad. But they are so proud. They're not people who want to take money from you at all. They just want to be able to survive. But their way of doing that is they're living off the land, so to speak, right? Literally living off the land. And on the best of months, they may have $100 to spend. At best, more than likely 50. So I thought about that, and I've got one of my missions is to look after the kids in this village. And I thought, well, I've got another priority now, because I actually want to actually help a few more than just the kids in this village. And I'm going to try and do that, but I'm not sure how to do it yet, because you can't be Santa Claus. No disrespect to Santa Claus. You can't be Santa Claus to too many people, right? Because you spread too thin.
And a lot of them don't want the help, unfortunately.
That's true. But I got a shock by the level of poverty that they're actually living in. The reason I drove is because I went to visit every single person who came to my wife's funeral. That's why I went out there for. And I wanted to see them in their home and thank them personally for coming. That's what I did. Okay. And drive the car, of course, right?
Of course.
And I discovered some incredible lifestyles I didn't even know existed before. And I've been here for more than 20 years. So anyway.
Well, and once you recognize them, you can't turn your back on them.
No,
you just can't.
No. Same as grandkids, you can't turn your back on them either, can you, Pat?
Yeah, they'll be bringing calculators and other things in.
Hey, Peter, just a question on that. Like, when the people that are living in that, because they've been living that way for so many years, do they actually realize that they're in poverty or not?
Yeah, they do, because they can see it. I mean, they've got some basic necessity. I don't think anyone hasn't got a television set, right? For whatever it is, and they can see the quality of life that other people are living.
Okay. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. But it was just a shock to me because I thought I knew this area pretty darn well, but I didn't. I really didn't. And when I see people who've come to my place to pay their respects to my wife, okay, and I see where they've come from, I think, it's a big effort to even make the effort to get to my place. I mean, it could have been an hour on a motorbike, for example, right? To do that. So I'm wrestling with how I can get my different priorities in my life. I'm sharing more than I should, so I take up time. Anyway, enough of that. Fred, you're next, by the way. What's your number one priority right now?
Look, my priorities changed in the last week because my wife has come up with this project or idea of creating something, because she teaches women how to machine embroider, right? So we've got online courses and doing stuff like that, because she worked for one of the major companies here as an educator. So she's taken that online. But she's come up with this device that attaches to the embroidery machines. And we've done prototyping. We've just completed it. Just got all the packaging organized for it. So my priority now is to launch that and get that up, get the website up and start promoting it. So probably for the next month, my business will be theoretically on the back burner, or, running its own race while I move into that and get that fired up and running.
Right.
So
how long has your wife been doing that, Brett?
We've had the online, she's had the online thing since she left work, which is just on 6 years ago. So she's been teaching online for 6 years, and she's got an online community that, they pay monthly to get access to her courses.
Oh, good stuff. I wish you well then. Well done.
Yep.
Okay, thanks, Fred. John, what's your number one priority right now?
This move coming up, we've got 8 days to get out of the house and still have a bunch of boxes and what have you to get into storage. It's amazing how much stuff you collect over 14 years. And when you downsize, especially to look at RVing to start with, you're looking at going from 1,200 square feet down to 220 square feet. Ain't much going. So you look at it and it's go or stay. And the stay pile's getting awful short. So,
All right. I mean, the 220 is because it's a motorhome you're going to, is that right?
Right. So a lot of stuff is actually going into storage, but it's a case of some of these boxes haven't opened in 14 years. And looking at them, if I haven't opened it in 14 years, what's the odds of you opening it in the next 14? So
That's awesome. Yep.
The pile I'm not going out the door is getting bigger than the one staying in, which is a good deal. So
I wish you well, my man. I hope you don't find yourself in a homeless state. That's all I wish you.
I was telling the boss lady, we only got a couple bridges around here, so a cardboard box, you don't have much choice. So, your living accommodations can be limited.
I noticed with interest you said the boss lady, John.
Makes you feel good.
And your surprise there is, Peter?
Right.
I just know a little bit about his background as a copper, and I'm surprised he said that. That's all.
She taught me no matter how small a job, you got to have a boss, and she's the boss.
Right. Thank you, John. I won't go down any more, just in case Glenda's listening. Joy, what about you? What's your number one priority right now? And thank you for sharing.
Well, as usual, my offline business is crazy busy at the moment, and that's my main income stream. So my first priority is to my offline customers, which includes a lot of family business as well. But I'm keeping my online business going with some automatic adverts that run in the background, and they're building my email list. I spend an hour a day placing other adverts and sending out a daily email to my email list. I'm building that email list in anticipation of some exciting new offers that are coming on the training program that I recommend, and I want to have a decent email list ready for that. Thanks, Peter.
Good. Thank you, Joy. And when you talk about a decent email list, what sort of size are you aiming at?
Oh, well, I mean, at the moment, I've got I've only got about 2,000 at the moment, but I've also got another project that's running in the background where I'm building quite a very big email list. That's a bit of work in progress. And that one I've got about 10,000-15,000 on there. But
Yeah. Well, you've got plenty of potentials there. I mean, I guess.
Oh yes, lot of potential. I'm not sure of the quality of some of them, but
Yeah,
I'm nurturing them, I think is the technical term.
Yeah. I mean, the issue is not necessarily the number of subscribers, but the actual things like the open rate, how many people are actually opening your email and reading the darn things, etc. And then for those who are watching, I mean, Joy's been around for a long time and understands email marketing very well. But for those who are watching and are looking at the email marketing side, just bear in mind that you've got to, everyone's got a different target audience. Since I mean, for example, I just email once or twice a week at the most. I used to email every day once, but I don't do that anymore because I found that the opening rates weren't as good. Once I slowed down and focused on giving value rather than trying to do anything else, and just shared some little stories with people and inspirational things, then the open rates increase significantly. I mean, for me, I'll be disappointed if I don't get a 40% plus open rate on my emails. Okay, but I don't have 10,000 subscribers like you, Joy. I've got 2,000.
Well, that's a sort of a cold email list. On my warmer email list, I'm getting about 25%, and I've noticed that what gets me the biggest open rate is when I share my failures and things that went wrong. They seem to like reading about that. So I'm building on that.
Because people will resonate with that. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I don't want to prolong it too long, but just recently I sent out an email, and it's called, and it was actually a sales type email, because I was offering an opportunity to join one of my programs. But I had a subject line called "Because I Care." That's all it was. Because I care. ... Okay, and that open rate exceeded 65%.
Wow, I might pinch that.
Yeah, pinch it and use it. Yeah. All right, Jeff. Nice to see you, by the way. Thank you for joining. Okay, and Jessica's here too, right? Just bear with me too. All right, Glenda, over to you. What's your number one priority right now?
Well, my number one priority is actually split in two. So on a business side, I'm right in the midst right now of getting a new funnel and new courses built up. And I'm about 3/4 of the way through that right now. So it's now the great time of tweaking and retweaking it all. So it feels good within me. So that's been a lot of work, but a great learning curve as well at this time as well. And on the personal side, my daughter's getting married at the end of August, so I'm deep into the planning with my daughter of her. Thank you very much. I'm excited and thrilled and feeling very blessed to see what a beautiful young lady that she has become. So that's on the private side or on the of my life right now. Thank you.
Oh, Glenda, that's beautiful. I wish your daughter all the very best. Okay, exciting times for mum as well, right?
Yeah, big time. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much indeed. All right. Who would like to go next?
Well, I guess I'll go next.
Okay.
Well,
Santa Claus.
Well, priorities right now. Number one priority right now is getting myself straightened out and all the stuff that's been going on behind the scenes. And I think my health right now is the number one issue, is the number one, not issue, concern, and needing to wanting to get a smaller suit, losing weight, things like that. Become a fit Santa instead of a fat Santa. And then as well, family as well, lots of things going on. My son got engaged. My daughter's birthday is this week. Spending lots more time with the grandchild, our grandchild, and trying to spoil him rotten, and then so I can send him home, and then enjoying life as much as possible. I think trying to find the most enjoyment out of life, I guess, is going to be another priority.
Good.
Too many drudgeries, and finding them, looking and trying to find the enjoyment, the joy, and the happiness and everything that's there.
Good. Thank you, Sandra, very much indeed. And that's very personal sharing. Carol, what about you? What's your number one priority right now?
I had to put myself on mute. The gardening services here and the lawnmowers are going to roar behind me in a minute or two. But my number one priority right now is I'm really fascinated with artificial intelligence and its use in coaching. So I'm devoting quite a bit of time to learning more about it, trying out all sorts of different questions with it, because I'm developing some courses like a lot of other people, and I'm just finding it such a eye-opening thing. It's just so intriguing. And I'm seeing how I can incorporate that to increase my offerings and just learn how to use my time more effectively. So that's what my number one priority right now. And I'm just having such a great time, and I feel my brain's come alive again.
Oh, I'm delighted to hear that. That's fantastic. All right. Jeffrey Veal, what's your number one priority right now, my man?
Just to get back 1 second, Peter, I was multitasking. My number one priority, a bit like, I think it was Carol, ChatGPT has been a real game changer, but it's got its good and bad points. The but is it's made us incredibly busy, because we're pumping out probably five or 10 times as much content as we ever did, because it's so easy to pump out good quality content. So we're pumping out content, and then you've got to answer that content. For example, before we might put up a Facebook post and we might get 5 to 6 people comment. Now we're putting out something and we're getting 50 or 60 people comment. So of course you've got to answer 50 or 60 people, right? That type of thing. So ChatGPT's been a game changer, big time, and I'm still going through learning on how to do the best prompts, and there's some interesting stuff there, because you can ask a question in a silly way, like I don't know, how do I make a pizza? And then you get that answer, then you change that around, and you might think a bit more and say, oh, how do I make a gourmet pizza? And that's the second answer. Then third answer, how do I make a gourmet pizza even better? And then you say things like, speak like a gourmet pizza maker. And then it changes the whole thing, because it does talk like a gourmet pizza guy and comes up with things, ingredients and things you've never even heard of, right? So it's just an ever-increasing learning curve. We changed a couple of things. We've got this software that does a birthday greeting, and what I've been doing, I've been sending out a GIF, basically, to people saying, happy birthday, send us an email and we'll send you back a free gift. Now, interesting enough, we send 100 out, we're lucky if 2 people give us an email. Okay? So I thought, oh, bugger this, we'll try something different. So instead of putting out a nice, colourful reply done by my artist, which is to us looks fantastic, we just use words that were produced by ChatGPT, wishing you a happy birthday. And if you'd like a free gift, send us your email, and we're now getting a 40% response rate just by that simple change.
And they're just words. There's no.
Yeah, and it's just words. It's no picture. The other one's beautiful. It's really picture. It's got balloons. It's happy birthday, Peter. It's really colourful. We love it. But you know, the audience has spoken. They just want the words.
Yeah.
So it's interesting, and we're trying to apply everything we've learned on Facebook. We're trying to apply, and we're getting better. We're trying to apply a lot of that onto LinkedIn, because as you know, they're two different platforms, and they're slightly different, right? So you've got to treat them a little bit differently. So it's a huge learning curve. And you guys mentioned emails before. I've got a book somewhere in my 200 odd PDFs. It's in our group. You'll find there 750 winning email headlines. And I think it's normally a couple of $100, but it's in our group for free. So if you go into our group and look under files, if you're not a member already, you'll find that there. I think it's called something like 750 winning headlines. And you can use those headlines, of course, and just tweak them to suit your market. A bit like ChatGPT. Yeah, so that's my contribution for the night, guys.
Thank you very much, Jeff. Okay, and thank you for sharing what you do share. By the way, I mean, sometimes it takes me a few days to get around to looking at the stuff you send me, but I get there in the end.
No, it's not, I know you're busy, so I think you're mixing up something. For example, like the cool tools or whatever. So I just cut and paste it and send it to you, no problem.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. The next version of Cool Tools is coming next week, actually.
Fantastic.
All right, Mark Engster, what about you, my man? What's your number one priority right now?
Well, it's probably the AI too. I've had it for a month, and I've been hoping my PAs will get around to teaching me how to use it. But they've been too busy doing other stuff, trying to get our offers out at the moment as well. So there's pretty much, I'm just trying to nail down my system, bringing in new workers, and all that too, getting them up to pace, talking about my office, getting my office out, but a lot of it's about getting my new software that I've brought as well up and running. So yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing.
Mark, can I share something with you? I mean, I am a technical waste of time, to be quite frank, right, when it comes to that. But I don't think you need a VA to teach you how to use ChatGPT to get started. I mean,
no, I don't.
Have a play with it. I mean, as Jeff referred to, the secret really is the prompts that you use, right? Is that about that?
Yeah.
But I would play with it and learn to get confident in using it, and rather than just relying on a VA to teach you how to do it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, I need to start. I just don't like.
It's not hard.
Playing on my laptop.
Yeah, Mark, if I can do it, my goodness gracious me! I mean, I've got the technical ability of a gnat, right?
Yeah. I just don't. I don't like using my laptop. I'm a phone person, but
okay.
But yeah, I know I need to, and we're slowly getting there. It's just a lot of my other areas of my life don't feel very organized and stuff like that, and I feel like I've got to clean some stuff up. But I hear you. I know I need to.
Okay. Oh no, I wasn't pushing to do it. Just simply making the comment.
I've been trying to push myself anyway, Peter.
It's not that difficult. It's not that difficult to at least get started with it. But to use it effectively, there's a whole lot of people you can talk to, the Fred Gillens and the Jeff Beals, this world. I mean, they know all about that stuff. So.
Well, I got my first bill the other day, so it showed me I hadn't used it for a month. So
No.
I need to use it.
You do.
Well, I thought I was going to be getting paid, and that because I'd introduced enough people and everything too, but I'm not getting paid just yet. They're still taking my money out until they turn around and pay me. So they're putting all these new people through training that we received, sort of thing. So I received about 30 people, but then we've got to put them through 10 days of training.
Right. Okay. Well, you're busy. Okay, that's what I'm asking. You're busy.
Yeah.
Jessica, what about you? What's your number one priority right now? And it's lovely to see you. And you're on.
Are you hearing me?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, okay.
Hi, good morning. Well, I'm going to break it down into two. One is business and one is personal. On the personal side, I need to learn how to prioritize more self-care, to do more of the things that I love to do, have a passion for drawing and painting, and I want to get back there. So I'm looking at how to carve out that time for myself and to complete some of the novels that I have started. For business, as you know, I used to do the financial coaching, but that is pretty slow. So while I'm not totally giving it up, my priority right now is to focus on my editing, indexing, and proofreading business. So I'm revamping those services, looking at redoing my website and start marketing again. Because I do need to increase my income going into retirement so that I can continue to live a fairly enjoyable life without the stress of finances. So that's
Okay.
it.
When you mention start marketing again, what do you mean by that?
Well, I was focusing on the financial side of things. I was helping persons with debt management. So I hadn't been doing any kind of marketing to writers and publishers in terms of the publishing side of things. So I'm looking at going back on social media to put the business out there, that sort of thing.
Right. Okay. Now I understand. Okay. Thank you for sharing. All right.
Yeah, welcome.
Is anyone else going to share any before we wrap it up? Because we'll go otherwise.
Yes.
About priorities in life, number one for you, what's changed, if anything's important?
Yeah, Peter, I've just dropped that book, that ebook about the email headlines. For those people who want to save the chat, I've just dropped the book in the chat for you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jeffrey. In fact, I'm having trouble trying to save the chat, to be quite frank. I hope it does it automatically for me. So, John, could you do me a favour, save the chat for me, just in case, right?
Yeah, Peter, I've just dropped the YouTube video I did a couple of days ago showing a couple of things I've done with ChatGPT. I recorded the exercise, a bit like what we talked about on my session today.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I use Zoom 5 and whatever. So I've dropped a link into that video. Might help some people out with ChatGPT.
Excellent. Thank you, Fred. I mean, just think about this. You could use ChatGPT to come up with the content for anything you want, then just drop that material into this thing that Fred's talking about, okay? And it creates a video for you in almost instantly, right? It's a slide-based video. Is that right, Fred?
Slide-based. Yeah, great. Yeah, it puts the text over images. It's stock images that they've got, and then turns it into a slide. So and it does it literally in seconds. So it's pretty powerful.
So we've got no excuse anymore, folks, for not creating enough content, right? When you think about it. All right. Anyone else want to share something before we go?
I've got a quick question for Fred. Fred, can you drop your own slides into it? I assume you can, yeah?
Yeah, you can, and you can put your own voiceovers, everything. So it's full feature.
Yeah,
lumen5.com is the website.
Again, oh yeah, you've dropped in the chat, haven't you?
Yeah, I dropped the video, which is me doing it.
Yes.
Right? But in there it gives you the details. Yeah.
Fantastic. Very quick one too, Peter. I don't know whether it had it before. Fred will know. I've just switched from Screen-O-Matic or something over to Loom, and Loom's bloody amazing. What it's doing, I'm assuming it's using Chat AI. It's giving me a heading and it's giving me a summary of what I spoke about. So all I've got to do when I finish the video, say a 2-minute video, I'll say this video is about email marketing, and it will say email marketing video on the top, and then there's a video with the link, and then there's a summary about what I spoke about during that 2 minutes. And it comes up looking like a bloody journalist. It comes up fantastic. I don't have to change a word, and that's in Loom.
Okay. Well, now speaking of that, Jeffrey, we're in Zoom right now. If I go over on the right-hand side, I see a series of apps. Can you see that on yours?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
I think those apps are free. I don't think you have to pay anymore.
You got things like Timer and stuff like that. That's only one I know is Timer. When I have a sales meeting, I put a 45-minute timer on.
Right. Anyway, it's worth having a look at those as well.
Yeah, absolutely. The whole thing is, like I say, there's not enough time in the day.
No, that's true. All righty. Well, look, in the interest of time, I want to say thank you very much indeed for your contributions today. And I also appreciate you making the effort to share. And for those who are watching the replay, please make sure you reach out to each and every one of these people. They are really good at what they do, and they're generous to anybody who shows a genuine interest in wanting to find out things. So reach out, connect with them, and more importantly, talk to them. It's an old-fashioned thing, talking, but why don't you try it? It's a wonderful way of building a relationship. All right. Thank you, everybody. Take care. Best wishes, and talk to you next week. All right.
Thank you, everyone. Keep shining,
Thanks, everybody.
everyone. Keep shining.
Always good to see you.